Yeah, it's an incredibly exciting time in the IT services market, especially so in as a service, which has grown 30% compounded annually over the past 3 years. So just an absolute explosion in the amount of spend and the amount of interest in as a service. And that's having a really profound impact on our industry. The great news is that the pie is actually getting bigger. Now the slices in that pie are actually smaller. That's a huge change though from about 20 years ago, where most organizations would choose maybe 1 or 2 service providers and would outsource multiple towers. We call that generation 1. In generation 2, most organizations sort of kept that same slice of the pie, but they did it much cheaper using labor arbitrage. And now we're in generation 3, which is incredibly exciting because now we're more focused on creating business value through the use of sourcing and as a service. And again, those slices are getting a little bit smaller, but we see service providers and as a service vendors working together, and that's really benefiting enterprises. So enterprises today, expectations around their partners have changed dramatically. In the past, there's a lot of focus on cost, and that's still there today. Cost is still an extremely important factor. But what's changed now is that enterprises expect their service providers to bring agility to the table, so they expect them to move very quickly. And most importantly, they're looking for a mutually beneficial relationship, and that's been a big change from the past. So there's 3 areas. Number 1, cloud. We've talked about in the past that 50 to 70% of enterprise applications will move to a cloud deployment model over the next 5 years or so. And so service providers really need to embrace that and use that as an opportunity to help their clients. Automation is another big area that providers need to bring to the table. And that unfortunately means that service providers in many cases are going to have to forego some current revenue for future revenue, but that's the only way they're going to stay competitive. And then finally is agile. So introducing concepts like DevOps and globally scaled agile to their clients and building those into their environments is going to help their clients build digital products faster.